Ziemi polskiej do Polski, za Twoim przewodem złączył się z narodem. Marsz, marsz Dąbrowski, z ziemi włoskiej do Polski, za Twoim przewodem złączył się z narodem. Dąbrowski, z ziemi polskiej do Polski, za Twoim przewodem złączył się z narodem. Marsz, marsz Dąbrowski, z ziemi włoskiej do Polski, za Twoim przewodem złączył się z narodem.
Protesters have blockaded the Polish parliament in Warsaw in support of opposition MPs unhappy about rules restricting press reporting. The opposition objects to government plans to limit the number of journalists allowed to cover parliamentary proceedings. The MPs' protest delayed a budget vote, which was later held away from the main parliament chamber. Hundreds of police have surrounded protesters in a late-night standoff. Michal Szczerba, a MP from the opposition Civic Platform party, tweeted early on Saturday, "For the first time I have seen armed police at the parliament building." Jaroslaw Kaczynski, leader of the right-wing Law and Justice Party, PiS, earlier denounced the protest hooliganism. "We will not allow ourselves to be terrorized," he said. He left Parliament with the PiS Prime Minister Beatus Szydło at about 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock GMT. Opposition MP Jerzy Maztowicz told the TVN24 news channel that police used tear gas to clear a passage through protesters for their official vehicle. The opposition accused the government of passing next year's budget unlawfully earlier on Friday evening by transferring the key vote to a smaller hall and excluding the press. The session which passed the budget was quorate, but the opposition demanded that the budget vote be held again in the main parliament chamber next week. PiS has been accused of restricting press freedom since coming to power last year. Next year only a few reporters will be allowed into parliament. Only 5 selected Polish television stations will be permitted to make recordings of parliamentary sessions. The government argues that it does not believe the measures are restrictive. Supporters of the move argue it will stop MPs from being accosted by journalists inside the parliamentary building. The demonstration on Friday began when an opposition MP held aloft a placard reading "Free Media." He was told by Speaker Jaroslaw Kaczynski, who is a PiS member, that he would no longer be allowed to attend parliamentary proceedings. But by then other opposition MPs converged on the podium to demand press freedom and an end to censorship. It is believed to be the first protest of its kind in the Polish parliament for 10 years. The proposed new rules, due to be enforced next year, ban all recording of parliamentary sessions except by the 5 selected television stations. They also restrict the number of reporters permitted to enter the building. This restriction, first of all, does not hit journalists, but the rights of citizens to be fully informed about what people elected by them to the parliament do, a statement compiled by the country's largest independent news organization said on Friday. TVN24 for its part broadcast the parliamentary disruption with an on-screen message informing viewers they would not be able to see such scenes once the new rules are in place on 1st of January. Human rights campaigners have also condemned the plans, with former dissident Søren Blomstedt condemning them as a return to communist-era practices.